What's good, everybody? This is Dario Hunt from Live Life Fearless, and I'm back with another reaction to Heard It in a Past Life by Maggie Rogers. So let's talk about it. For those unfamiliar with Maggie Rogers, as she is not quite a household name yet, she really first blew up on the scene, and in particular, I found out about her through her viral video of her in college with Pharrell listening to her song Alaska. It went viral because he absolutely fell in love with the song. He basically praised it as one of almost the greatest things he's ever heard, and just something completely new and different than anything he's really heard before or anything that's out at the moment. And she really blew up from there, of course, because it is Pharrell, and she had a ton of basically a label bidding war for her, and she kind of blew up overnight. So a lot of pressure has been on her, and a lot of eyes have been on her to see if she can continue to deliver on what initially got her out there for. And she has been one in particular that I have been following because I also agreed with Pharrell. It was something extremely different than anything I've heard before, and it was crazy unique, and it was kind of like the folky synth pop. Like, it was something I never really heard before, and it was really just a really great song, and it showed a lot of promise. And then when you followed it up with the music videos that she was putting out, it really showed that she had like a great artistic creative eye, and it was something that I think could make a big impact and could deliver something maybe not wholly new, but something that varied a lot from what we're used to hearing from our pop and like R&B type of music. And after my first couple listens to it, I will say that it didn't quite live up to the immense pressure and promise that was placed on her and what she could bring to music. But it was still a very, very strong debut, and one that definitely has me looking forward to everything else she has in the future. I say it didn't quite live up to, all her full promise and potential, because in general, I was a bit surprised at how predictable sounding most of the project was. She didn't necessarily fall in line with the style that she used on Alaska, the song that Pharrell gushed about in the song that really took her to basically almost stardom overnight, where that kind of focused on like a folky synth pop kind of sound. Outside of maybe the intro and maybe one other track, she doesn't really go all in on that direction. I think she plays things a bit safe here. And while, yes, of course, it is, not straight up pop music or straight up type of R&B, she does kind of put her own spin on things. It doesn't quite take as many risks as I think she did on Alaska. It's much closer to kind of just the typical alternative pop that you would kind of expect to hear from artists these days. And in particular, felt like I heard a lot of Florence and the Machine type of influences in her music. Obviously with, I think, much less kind of orchestral type of arrangements and big bombastic sounds, but there are songs like those on here. But in general, it was a bit safe for me. So much so that Alaska actually felt a bit jarring compared to everything else on there. Like, it stood out so much from all the other production that she had on the tape. And it's understandable considering that that song stood out so much when it first came out. But you would think that she would kind of try to stick to that lane, not necessarily stick to that lane, but embellish even more off that type of genre that she almost created single-handedly. But when it comes to like the songwriting and the lyrics and stuff, she does keep it a bit more grounded and folky, where it is all a bit, it is all much more positive and bright and bubbly than you would expect from most music these days, because music seems to be getting more cynical over the years as each year goes by. But she definitely plays in that more uplifting, upbeat lane, and it sounds really good with the upbeat kind of production. So that is the only real area where I felt like she really stuck to that more grounded approach to this pop genre. But while I was a bit disappointed that this was the direction that she chose to go in, it is still a very, very, very good debut project. And it really does show how, gifted musically and aesthetically she is when it comes to music, because she does create these sounds and these songs that you can kind of picture what it is she's saying and singing about. It's just a very, very stylish project, and her voice is fantastic. And while I don't think it is that transcendent type of album that people kind of expected it to be, I think it did show that she certainly has the potential to be a transcendent type of artist. If she would just take more risks, I think, in the next few projects, I think that she can achieve something really special. But as far as debuts go, this is definitely not something that you should snub your nose at, because she did deliver something still extremely good and extremely enjoyable to listen to. But for those of you that did hear the project, what do you guys think about it? Do you think she kind of strayed away too much from the sound that really got people's attention? Do you wish she kind of went down that lane a bit more? Let me know in the comments down below, and be sure to head over to the official site where you can leave your own ratings and reactions for this project, other projects, and everything else I react to over there on the site. If you have anything that you would personally like me to react to, you can also let me know in the comments down below. And if you like any of the gear that I rock in these videos, like this or this, you can also head over to the site and grab some from the store for yourself. As always, thank you guys for joining me. If you're liking these videos, please smash that like and subscribe button for me. I'll be back shortly with more reactions, but until then, I'll catch you guys soon. Peace.